Success. Now the family discovered the body of the missing child abandoned in a thicket just a few meters from their home. Jerry Oduor, father to the minor, said the body was in terrible condition with limbs dismembered and some body parts allegedly eaten by dogs. All right, we'll be going back to that story in just a bit. Minimum sentence of 3 years confirming the MP. All right, we go back to our top story. Catherine Akinya, 12-year-old grade 4 pupil at Kayeye Primary School, went out with a group of friends on February 9th to watch a local football match at a neighboring school. When evening came and the other children returned home, she was nowhere to be seen, prompting her parents to begin searching for her among relatives, but without success. The family has now discovered the body of their missing child abandoned in a thicket just a few meters from their home. Jerry Oduor, father to the minors.
Nikiwa nyumbani kwangu ati amepokea Nyagondo kuona mpira. Nilikuwa na huzuni sana. Anaweza uliwa kama umbwa mpaka ache kichakani. Amebaki mafupa, ilinishinda hata vile niongee. Ndio walijaribu vile wanaweza. Wakatukatoa body, nikapeleka na babangu Siaya. Sasa mimi kenye naweza omba kwa serikali. Hao vijana wanatembea na wanaongea na watoto wadogo wenye bado hawajiwezi. Waangalie vile wanaweza fanya. Tunataka justice, watusaidie kwa ajili si kitu mzuri. Ujui ya kesho tena watachukua mtoto mgani na watamchukulia wapi?
University debts could rise again if the court's decision to suspend the recently introduced government university funding model is upheld. The suspension could exacerbate the ongoing crisis faced by several universities, with some institutions on the brink of closure due to inadequate funding. However, the introduction of the new funding model had previously reduced debts from 75 billion shillings to 72 billion.
The implementation of the new funding model, we saw that these debts had started reducing, but with the current situation, with the court case, then it gives us a challenge on how to move forward. The first year we were able to fund 113,000 students for both scholarships and loans. When we came to the second year, we have been able to fund another 137,000 students. So total for those 2 years, we are talking about 247 students approximately who have received both loans and scholarships during this period. Currently, we have made appeal to the case, and we are reviewing that so that we can ensure that this process or the requirements are fulfilled.
The Social Health Authority now says that it has disbursed 5.1 billion shillings to this week for the Social Health Insurance Fund claims, bringing total payments since October 2024 to 18.29 billion shillings. The acting SHA CEO, Robert Ngasira, has to this end emphasized the government's commitment to supporting healthcare providers during the ongoing National Hospital Insurance Fund debt resolution process.
Under NHIF, we were operating both manually and in the system. When you have manual operations, then you expect that some reconciliation has to take place before you can agree on the amounts. So what we are simply saying, and which even the providers accept, that there is need for us to go through the claims that for one reason or the other were returned to them, for purposes of ascertaining their completeness and being able to add them to the total bill. We will agree on how to fast track the issue of reconciling the NHIF claims. So this meeting is going to happen on Thursday. So we wish to clarify that the government does not owe RUFA the Kenya shillings 30 billion as asserted. RUFA facilities will receive training on claim management and to improve accuracy of claim submission.
Out of offering services to Kenyans, the government has continued the registration drive with more than 8 million Kenyans registered countrywide.
Tunakuuliza wewe mwananchi, kama uko na kazi ama hauna kazi, kama uko na uwezo ama hauna uwezo, wewe jisajili. Wale ambao hamuna uwezo wa kulipa, serikali ya Kenya itakulipia wewe. Wale muko na uwezo, utalipa kulingana na uwezo yako. Hakuna mtu atalipa kuzidi uwezo alionao. Na mimi nataka niwaeleze wale ambao hamuna uwezo, munisikize vizuri. Serikali ya Kenya itakulipia wewe. Haja yetu ni kuhakikisha kwamba kila mwananchi ako na bima ya afya. Akienda hospitali atibiwe, aende nyumbani, bima ya afya isimamie gharama ya kila Mkenya. Mkenya tena asiuze shamba, asiuze ng'ombe yake, asiuze mali yake kwa sababu ya kutafuta matibabu katika taifa letu la Kenya. Ndio tuweze kupata information, tuwe na data ya kujua kiasi kigani ya madawa inahitajiki zahanati ipi. Tukijua idadi ya wananchi katika zahanati ama hospitali, ndio tutapanga tujue dawa kiasi gani inahitajika, wauguzi kiasi gani inahitajika, equipment kiasi gani inahitajika, ndio tuweze kupanga mambo yetu ya matibabu. Tusifanye kiholela kama vile nyuma, wakati wananchi wengi ili wabidi wauze mali yao waweze kushughulika na mambo ya matibabu. We want
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has said that the time is ripe for the world to confront the enduring legacies of colonialism, address the contemporary manifestations and build a more just world. Mudavadi, also Foreign and Diaspora Affairs Cabinet Secretary, said that Kenya reaffirmed its commitment to advocating for marginalized groups, particularly in the face of rising xenophobia, Afrophobia, and racial discrimination. Speaking during the opening of the 58th session of the Human Rights Council at the United Nations headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, Mudavadi said, as the current chair rapporteur of the Intergovernmental Working Group on the Durban Declaration, Kenya was dedicated to combating racism and related intolerance, welcoming the second International Decade for People of African Descent and its focus on reparatory justice and development.
The wars in Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, Libya, Gaza, Lebanon, Ukraine, Haiti, Myanmar are some of the notable examples of crises, including Africa's forgotten conflicts. They have been spoken to earlier by other speakers. Kenya continues its active engagement in peace initiatives, both regional and internationally, including in DRC, Sudan, Somalia, and Haiti, among others, because we recognize that sustainable peace is linked to the protection and promotion of human rights. As such, there's a compelling need to fully incorporate human rights considerations in the peace missions and general conflict resolution mechanisms. We believe the Council's work is more vital than ever before, serving as a critical platform for addressing human rights abuses, which are often both a cause and a consequence of conflict. Mr. President, we believe that despite significant challenges, multilateralism remains our most viable option.
Conflicts like the war in Ukraine exact a heavy toll on people, a toll on fundamental principles like territorial integrity, sovereignty, and the rule of law, and a toll on the vital business of this Council. Without respect for human rights, civil, cultural, economic, political, and social, sustainable peace is a pipe dream.
The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, has projected that it needs a 61.7 billion shillings budget for the 2027 general elections. Deputy Chief Executive Officer Obadia Keitany, during a presentation to Parliament on Tuesday, highlighted several key financial requirements that the amount will cover. This includes a 7 billion shillings allocated for boundary delimitation, pending a court advisory. The IEBC also anticipates registering an additional 5.7 million voters, bringing the total to 28 million by 2027. Additionally, 14 pending by-elections are projected to cost approximately 480 million shillings.
The Commission projects to register 5.7 million more voters, to have a total of 28 million and conduct the 2017 general elections. List of proposed projects and respective expenditure allocation. The Commission has no development project for the year 24-25. However, It proposes to implement the Uchaguzi Center project and construction of county warehouses in the medium term as reflected in Annex 2. H. The implementation status of cabinet resolution on reforming state corporations aimed at addressing operation and financial inefficiencies, enhance service delivery, and reduce dependence on exchequer. The Commission does not have a cabinet resolution on that effect. Request to the committee. The Commission requests this committee to note the submission, support in allocation of adequate resources. Number 3, we need the front-loading to 25-26 to facilitate preparation of the general election and implementation of the constitutional mandate.
Opposition leader Raila Odinga says he will address the nation next week on his next political move following his loss in the concluded African Union chairmanship elections in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Odinga kicked off in earnest his consultative meetings on Tuesday, holding the first one in Kisumu after arriving from Mombasa on Monday night. He met elders from the Luo Council in the morning in a closed-door meeting that was attended by elders drawn from Kisumu, Migori, Homa Bay and Siaya counties. Later on in the afternoon, the former premier held a close to 2-hour closed-door meeting at the City Hall with youths from across the county. Speaking to the press after the City Hall meeting, Odinga said his consultative meetings will be held across the country, including Western, Coast, Central, Northeastern, and even the Rift Valley regions.
I'd said that there was going to be life after Addis Ababa, and that's why I'm back here. And I say that before I make any comprehensive statement, I was going to consult widely. I'm not just going to be confined to Nyanza or this part of Nyanza. I will be talking to leadership from Kisii, from Western, from the coast, from the Rift Valley, from Eastern, from Northeastern, from Central, all over the country. During this period of time, I'm going to consult before we make the next move, as I said. So I say that I will make a statement sometimes next week. And I want just to tell you here also that watch this space.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a statement next week.
Who fought a good fight in Addis Ababa is now back home with us. And he came to meet us, the leaders.
Demarcation is a sole responsibility of the
wa ndani ameshtaki mwanasheria mkuu, anadai kwamba ile gazette notice ambayo imeweza kubuni sub-county ya Suguta ikiteua Kapedo kama headquarters kulingana na hiyo petition ni kinyume cha sheria ya Kenya, kwa sababu moja, hakukuwa na public participation. Watu wa Tiati ambao wanadai Kapedo hawakuhusishwa. Pili, hiyo gazette notice ambayo imeweza kutengeneza ama kubuni Suguta sub-county vile vile imekuwa na uwezo wa kusukuma watu wa Tiati constituency wakaingie Turkana County.
Jambo la kwanza, Kapedo iko ndani ya Tiati na iko ndani ya Baringo County, na kutengeneza sub county ya Suguta na kuweka Kapedo kama headquarter ni makosa na ni jambo la kikatili ambayo ilitengenezwa, ambayo ilifanywa na wale wako katika hiyo ofisi ya Interior.
Kama serikali ukweli watafuata ukweli, Kapedo itarudi kuwa yetu. Kwa sababu ni juzi tu Cheboy alipeana file ya hospitali ya Kapedo iende Turkana wakati walikutana na Nok wakati alikuwa governor. Cheboy akapeana file, Kapedo imekuwa mpaka 2015 Operation Kapedo Dispense Health Center imekuwa operation under Baringo. Madaktari wote wamekuwa Baringo.
Normal traffic flow along Thika Road was temporarily paralyzed after traders from Githurai staged demonstrations over plans to evict the traders over planned road construction and expansion. The traders were up in arms over the planned eviction, saying they will not allow the perpetrators to proceed. The traders allege a section of them have been conducting their businesses in the area for more than 30 years and that the operations planned are but just a con game.
Wanataka kubomoa, lakini tunajua hakuna barabara inajengwa, hakuna mradi yoyote ya serikali inaendelea. Lakini shida yote tumejua kuna mtu mmoja ambaye amerisi irigari hapa kwa reli. Sasa anataka ati awe na open space ya biashara zake. Sasa kutoka hapa ambao ni kama kilomita 1 ati hizo biashara zote zibomorewe na watu waende nyumbani. Na ndio sasa watu wote Githurai wameamua eti hawatakubali hiyo maneno iendelee. Hapa ni watu wamekaa zaidi ya miaka 30 wakifanyia biashara. Lakini ile mambo inaendelea ni ukora mtupu. Kwa sababu hii maki wanakuja kuifanya usiku. Kwa sababu kunaonekana hakuna serikali inahusishwa kwa hii maneno. Hii ni maneno ambayo inataka kudhalilisha mipango yote ya serikali ambayo iko nayo kwa hawa watu wadogo.
Sema hii soko inafaa hii barabara tumeamua tutoke. Ukiangalia utapata kutoka hapa kwa reli mpaka huko juu ndio imewekwa X. Lakini imewekwa X side moja, haijawekwa X side mbili because sasa hivi ukiangalia kuna vitu ziko hapo kwa barabara. Mbona hazijawekwa X? Inamaanisha kuna kitu inaendelea, sio barabara inatengenezwa. Tunastahili kutolewa kwa hii barabara, watu wengine wakuja wajenge, wafanyie biashara huko. Na hiyo biashara ukiangalia, biashara hiyo kibara kama hiyo inalipishwa 20,000 na 25,000. Mimi mtu kama mimi wa kuuza sufuria, nitatoa 25,000 na 20,000 wapi?
Inasemekana tumepewa barua ya kuondoka hapa na wameweka kanzo. Hiyo barua haijaingia kwa chairman wa soko ndio ajulishe members. Sasa tunataka kujua hao wenye wanakuja usiku kuweka X ni akina nani na hawajatuambia. Kwa hivyo waitane watuambie tunataka hivi, na barua imefika kwa ofisi na haijafika. Na hatutaki kama hatujaambiwa tunaenda wapi, barua imetoka wapi, mtu fulani akuje atuongeleshe atuambie hivi na hivi hamfai kuwa hapa. Sijajua kwenye wataenda, lakini kuna wauzaji nguo, sufuria, M-Pesa tumechanganya na tukawegi sana. Serikali tunataka ijue kuna mambo inaendelea hapa, watatusaidia aje.
The Nairobi City County Government has partnered with the Esports Federation to boost esports in the country. Nairobi City County Deputy Governor Njoroge Mushiri said during a press briefing at City Hall where he met stakeholders from the federation. The Esports Kenya Federation had previously signed a deal with Aegon by AOC as its official gaming monitor partner ahead of next year's Olympics Esports Games. The Federation President Ronnie Lusigi said the deal is the right shot in the arm for gamers in the country as they prepare to participate in the global competition.
Again, the exposure going to Paris, especially even meeting the other gamers from other countries, you see their gameplay, their ideas, and even become friends. And so you just network with them and you grow. Yeah.
So you're looking to defend your campaigns there?
Yeah, of course. I've actually won it the past 2 years. So if I win it this time, it will be the that time. And yeah, of course, I believe I'm the best player in the country. So we'll see.
For so long, people have been saying they are talking to young people, but we are happy that the county is listening to young people and listening to what they love, which is video games. And this E-League One Tour is the 4th edition now in the country. And young people will be competing for an opportunity to go to France to represent the country there. And so for us, it's a big thank you. When we reached out to the county government, they were very responsive.
And we're happy actually to collaborate with the team that is promoting esports, e-gaming. And it's good to hear the kind of good work already that has been done. And we as a county government are coming in to support this. to ensure that we provide opportunities for our youth in various settlements in the city to participate in these games, which they probably do in an informal way in various parts of the county. But now we have a structure through which we can.
Thank you for watching us this afternoon. I hope you are duly informed. Join my colleague Emmanuel Mara in our subsequent bulletins in Swahili and join me at 9 p.m. as well. See you then. Good afternoon.